All right, so Alabama loses by 20 points to Duke. Just kind of more of a quick video. I know I haven't uploaded in a minute, but watch the final or the Elite Eight. Duke is the best team in the country. They just are. And listen, I'm not really that sold on Florida. I think Florida's a great team. Auburn is a really good team. Auburn could, they could still do it, but again, I think it's Auburn, Florida. I think they're probably going to meet in the Final Four if Auburn wins their next, if they win tomorrow. But Duke is the best team in the country. They have Cooper Flag. They have really, really solid wing players. Their guards are very exceptional, can play really, really good defense. And then guess what? They have big men that can play down low. They have big men that can play down low in the post and kind of be, very, very solid rim protectors, right? They're very, very solid rim protectors. They're extremely athletic, so they can guard multiple sort of positions. Like Duke is Duke is exactly what UConn was last year, which was a very extremely athletic and versatile team that's not relying on the three ball, but they have very, very tall, lengthy defenders or players that's just going to bully you down low or can drive to the paint extremely easy, get second or guys that can create their own shot. Right? They have multiple playmakers. They're not relying on the three ball. They're just a more versatile base team. When you take a look at Alabama, I thought the one thing that we were going to improve in was we were going to improve down low because we were missing a rim protector. We were missing a guy that can go out there and be nasty and go ahead and get the boards. And unfortunately, in this tournament against these teams, you cannot be too reliant on the three ball. You can't be like Mark Sears, again, trying to go out there, trying to create his own shot. No one else is really getting open. We're not playing fluid ball, but we're too reliant on the three ball. We're not relying on our wing, on more of our the positions 3 through 5 to go out there and be huge contributors. I mean, Grant Nelson, I thought, had an okay day, but again, like the Sweet 16, I mean, like I said, we weren't going to replicate what we did in the Sweet 16 with all those record three balls. Like, we weren't going to do that. Like, that is a recipe for disaster in this tournament. And very similar to UConn last year, we lived and died by the three ball. You can't shoot less than 25% from three and thinking that you're just going to go ahead and win. We shot, I think, less than 30% from the field as well. So it's just not gonna get the job done, guys. It's just simply not gonna get the job done. Listen, Bama's gonna go out there. They're gonna recruit. They're gonna get guys in the transfer portal. And Bama will be back in the exact same position that they were this year. They're gonna be one of the best teams in the country. And listen, for the people out there that wants Nate Oats fired, who do you want to replace Nate Oats? Like, who is the coach in mind that you want? Because people tend to forget that before Nate Oats was there, that Nate Oats was there. The only time that Alabama was relevant was when Colin Sexton was on the basketball team, and he carried that team to the Sweet 16. What coach out there do you want that is going to continue that's going to continue the work that Nate Oats was able to do? Because people just think that, we can just bring a Steve Kerr-like coach to this program and we're just going to get an immense amount of talent and that's just, we're going to go ahead and win a national championship that way. Like, who is the replacement that y'all want? Because this is getting ridiculous. I see so many Bama fans complain about Nate Oats and complain about this style of basketball and that style of basketball that complain about why are we frauds and stuff like that. Listen, Alabama just recently became a powerhouse in basketball because of Nate Oats. Bama just recently became a powerhouse. Like, tell me, who are the 5 stars that you were bringing in before Nate Oats? Who were the amount of where were the Bama was bringing in top 5, top 10 recruiting classes annually. Who was doing that before Nate Oats? Let's be honest. This athletic program did not give 2 shits. Or I'm sorry, this athletic administration didn't give 2 shits about this men's basketball team before Nate Oats got here. Nate Oats brought relevancy to the University of Alabama when it comes to this basketball program. So let's stop and say, listen, if you want to criticize the team, you can criticize the team. I'm not, you can go ahead and do that. But to sit up here and say that Nate Oats should be fired because he lost to, again, the best basketball team in the country, like, what are we doing? Yes, Bama needs to do better. Yes, I think Bama, you can argue that they definitely need to change their playing style. We actually need big men who can go down low and be enforcers. We actually need to stop relying on our guards to try to go out there and create shots and have our wingers kind of either sit up top or sit in the corner waiting for three-point chances. Yes, I would love in a tournament, in a game like this where we don't have to shoot 33s in order for us to have a chance to win. Like, yes, but guess what? That takes time. We need to do better in recruiting because let's be honest here, in terms of getting blue chip caliber players, yes, we've gotten transfers and we've done extremely well there. We also need the blue chip players. We need those 5 stars. We actually need to do better in high school recruiting and get those blue chip players here, get more of those blue chip guys here. So, like, there's a lot more things that we can do. Yes, coaching adjustments. Absolutely, we do. Coaching's got to get better, but you can argue that talent has to get better. Like, there's a reason why we're getting not just beaten, we're getting destroyed by UConn and Duke. We're getting destroyed by these caliber of teams. And so we've got to figure out a way, how do we get past these teams? Because this year we struggled. We struggled. We struggled against Florida. We struggled against, we beat Auburn, we beat Auburn. That was kind of like, we beat Auburn, but still. We've struggled against these caliber of teams. And so, we lost to Tennessee twice. Tennessee, let's be honest, was a more talented team. And they were simply a more talented team and a more coached team than Alabama this year. So we got to figure out how to get past these teams. But let's not act like Nate Oats isn't the reason why Bama is in the position that they're in right now. So we got to stop being spoiled. Got to stop being spoiled here. Have we not learned nothing from Nick Saban? So anyway, guys, that's just it. Quick video for you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.